excited about your life. What are you thinking?
Here with us today, we have Dr. Peter Waldstein. He's an attending physician and pediatrician at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, and he's the creator of something that I think is so very important. It's called a Children Identity Kit, and it's designed to collect data on your children, such as fingerprints and DNA information, in order to give it to the police if anything ever happens with your children, if they're lost or abducted. And tell me, what made you decide to do this?
Well, about 2 years ago, I had friends of my own, personally, that their daughter ran away out of state, and I watched them scramble for any sort of picture, clothing, you know, fingerprints, and my wife and I said, hey, I think we want to put together a kit that would help parents, give them peace of mind, that in case anything ever happened, they would have all the information at hand immediately to help recover their child.
If clothing is found or they've been somewhere, then you can have the DNA information like hair or skin sample or whatever, so that the trail can stay warm and you can find them. Well, because I feel so strongly about keeping our kids safe, everybody in the audience will receive a child identity kit under your chairs today, okay?
If your child feels threatened or needs help, tell them it's okay to scream, help!
Shaquille O'Neal and wife Shawnee sought the help of pediatrician to the stars Dr. Peter Waldstein and his child identity kit, and in return joined the celebrities for safety on the DVD.
Don't listen to people who tell you they want to show you their new puppy.
Teach your child not to give out information over the internet.
The doctor created the kit, which collects children's DNA, hair samples, and fingerprints, and keeps them on file in a database. For more on the kit, log on to theinsideronline.com, powered by Yahoo Entertainment.
It's painless, it's safe, it's effective. It gives them more information than a birth certificate.
It's a great pleasure to welcome to Larry King Live one of my favorite people and the pediatrician of my children, the famed pediatrician, Dr. Peter Waldstein, one of the most sought-after doctors in this country. And he's developed Dr. Peter's Child Identity Kit. We have it in front of us. This is in response to the growing problem of missing, abducted, and lost children. They celebrated a whole, what do they call it this week?
Actually, today is National Missing Children's Day.
We're taping it today, playing it Saturday, National Missing. How did you get involved in this? What is this kit?
Well, this kit is a identity kit which consists of DNA, fingerprint, hair sample, and a whole picture, height, weight of your child. And the reason I got involved is I had a very good friend whose daughter, through a chat room, got lured to another state, and when the police came to question them, they had absolutely no information other than an old picture. So I decided to put together, along with my wife Lori, a kit which would be all-inclusive, which was simple, which was effective, and would give people and parents peace of mind.
I bring it home and do what with it?
Well, you bring it home, you sit your kids down, it comes with a DVD that is self-explanatory. You're going to fingerprint your child, comes with an ink pad. You're going to do a buccal swab, which is mainly a Q-tip. You'll go inside your child's cheek, let it air dry for 2 to 4 hours. You're going to write down significant facts about your child, height, weight, color of hair. And you're going to take a little snip of their hair, and that way you'll have a complete identity kit. This will empower parents, in case of any unthinkable thing that happens to their child, to be prepared.
So if your child is missing and police come to your house, you've got a lot of information to give them.
Exactly.
Shouldn't everybody with a child have this?
To my thinking, absolutely yes. There's no downside of it. You know, this is just to prepare you. I don't want to go to the doom and gloom side of everything, but in this, really unstable world that we live in, and every day you turn on the news, every day you see the child is missing, this will give you a little peace of mind, so God forbid something happens, you're prepared.
Police need as much information as parents can provide to find the youngster, and time is the critical element. So a local pediatrician has come up with a way to help parents help police when a child disappears. Marta Waller reports.
For For many years, parents have kept copies of their children's fingerprints just in case a child ran away or was kidnapped. But that just isn't enough anymore. DNA is the future and provides the most accurate identification available. When a child goes missing, the first 24 hours are critical. Too many parents find themselves with only an outdated photo to give police, so Beverly Hills pediatrician Dr. Peter Waldstein created the Child Identity Kit.
Here you have DNA, you have fingerprints, you have a hair sample which contains mitochondrial DNA, and you have a picture of your child in this little kit.
And it's easy to do. The kit comes with a DVD that has all the instructions for taking fingerprints, cutting a piece of the child's hair, collecting hair with roots attached from a hairbrush, and getting a buccal swab from inside the child's mouth.
It's very, easy to do, inexpensive, there's no blood involved, there's no pain. And it's a good project to do with your family.
The DVD also has safety tips for parents to share with their children about learning to be aware of danger. They see children demonstrating how to handle predators.
Kids, can you come here? I lost my cutest little pet. Have you seen this little pet right here?
Harry's mother says the world is more sophisticated today, and she wants to protect her child as best she can.
We hope we never have to use it, but I think it's a good idea, and we're going to pursue it for Harry, certainly.
Jane Yamamoto joins us now with one local doctor's tool for parents in case of the unthinkable.
Well, Susan, to give you a sense of how widespread it's become, there are nearly 60,000 child abductions every year, and every 40 seconds a child is reported missing. Now, a Southland doctor has come up with a way to give parents peace of mind.
Let's listen to you breathe.
Dr. Peter Waldstein keeps kids healthy, and now this Beverly Hills-based pediatrician is keeping kids safe. He developed his identity kit after his friend's daughter was lured away on an internet chat room.
When the police and the authorities came to the parents' home, they really had nothing, other than a picture.
So he designed a kit with specific items he says every parent needs to have just in case something happens to their child.
And if you are prepared and you have DNA, a hair sample, a picture of your child, fingerprints, height and weight, then you have a good opportunity to get a leg up on finding your child.
A high-profile case that made national headlines 3 years ago ended in a Santa Ana courtroom last week for Erin Runyon. A jury decided her daughter's killer, convicted for kidnapping, sexual assault, and murder, will be put to death. But Erin says Samantha's name lives on as a reminder to all parents.
And honoring Samantha by protecting every other child I can.
She started the Joyful Child Foundation, one of more than 80 child safety programs around the nation, warning parents about predators luring in kids.
I lost my cutest little pet.
Celebrities are also joining in to get the word out on child safety.
As soon as your child is old enough to memorize information, teach your child their name, address, and all important phone numbers. And remember, teach them never to tell this information to strangers.
Bits of hair, something stuck under a fingernail, almost anything could potentially save your child's life. Science doesn't just solve crimes these days, it might just give you some real peace of mind. And Fox 6's Chris Van Cleve has more.
Categories Living Thing, Vanna.
Celebrity parents Vanna White, James Caan, and Shaquille O'Neal are doing it, going CSI, trying to protect their kids.
I think that every parent should have a permanent record of their children's ID.
The kits will help you organize and collect the information that's needed, their biological information as far as height, weight, hair color, eye color.
And joining us now live in the studio, Lori Waldstein, the co-creator of the Dr. Peter's Child Identity Kit. Lori, certainly no parent even wants to think about the fact that they may have to use something like this someday. And that's the first hurdle you have to get over, isn't it?
Absolutely. Nobody wants to think about the what-ifs in this world today. But the fact remains, we live in a very scary world. We listen to the news every day, and we hear these frightening stories. So it's better to be prepared than to stick your head in the bucket and go, I'm not going to do it. And an ounce of prevention goes a long way.